Historically, the problem with a lot of modeling amps and digital amps is that when you're plugged straight into them, you can get close, you can emulate a sound. You can get a digital facsimile of a tube amp sound and the way it reacts, but oftentimes if you add pedals to the signal chain, they don't react to the input circuit the same way. Or what I was immediately struck by is how amp-like the THR head reacts to sensitivity, touch, all those types of things. That was the first thing that stood out to me. The very cool thing about new technology in terms of amps is, and as a guitar player, what you've never had more than ever is you have basically the whole history of amps at your fingertips, which is both good and bad because it's endless possibility. What's unique to the THR head is the simplicity and the quickness that you can actually dial in a sound, and that the way that all the knobs really react similar to the way that those particular amps would react. So for me, when I first got the head, I wanted to see, like, okay, how does this sound like the rig I was using on the acoustic tour? And I was able to get, right there and use the same pedal board, and all my gain settings, all my delay settings, all reacted to the amp the same way. I know a lot of players use cabinets with, if they're using a 4x12, they use 2 and 2 different speakers, and that actually makes a lot of sense. And so this is actually really the first time I've had a cabinet that's been purposely has mismatched speakers, and it's really nice. You actually get a much wider, bigger sound. When I was a kid, it was trial by fire. I mean, spent a lot of money on an amp that I ended up never using for anything. And because I realized it wasn't what I wanted, or it wasn't catering to the style of guitar play that I wanted to do. What's cool now is, like, if you're a kid, you could buy something like a THR head. And if you're into heavy metal right now at 12 or 13 and that's all you're into, you're going to be able to totally get that sound from it and get it at a very, very high quality. But 5 years later, if you get into Stevie Ray Vaughan and blues playing, you actually, with that amp, you could get those sounds. So I think that's really cool. I wish I had that luxury when I was a kid. I would have saved a lot of money.